Hello, Maria here, Fourth Dimension Tarot. I'm reading for the sign of Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Stress is in the reverse, like that. Talking about Cancer. Emotional storm over a beauty. Only you. Bottom of the deck is possibilities. Somebody in your space, Cancer, is trying to get out of stress. They're trying to figure a way out of a situation they're currently in. They feel trapped because of the possibilities. It's a risk, it's an adventure. Somebody's trying to look forward. They're coming out of a stressful time. Might be you. I feel like this emotional storm, you might be going through a dark night of the soul. That might be happening as well. Trying to find your way out of this turbulent, maybe just ended something. Tell me about Cancer. 4 for Cancer, please. That one's hidden. 2, 3. Give me a 4th. Gambling. Investments. Somebody, I feel, has put a lot of work in. Surprise is in the reverse. Fruits of labor is in the upright. Gambling is also in the upright. And mind power. Somebody, I feel, is trying to manifest wealth right off the bat. You might have gone through, I feel, a change, a transition. I feel like you're waiting on something. You're waiting on a turnaround in a relationship, but I do feel somebody's going to take a risk and come forward to you, Cancer. They're going to take a risk, a gambling risk, to see if this is something that they can invest in. This is very financial as well. The spiritual piece is the mind power. Somebody's really working their intelligence, very logical, very Aquarius. I'm not taking those. Very Aquarius energy, Scorpio, Aries. You might be dealing with those signs. Taurus, past Gemini. You have a lot of Gemini in your chart. Might be you. 8 of Wands. Something's going to come in. It's a blessing, but it's also information at the speed of light. This investment maybe is paying off with this Queen of Pentacles. Love affair, winning, money tree. All good cards. All great cards. Wheel of Fortune kind of cards. Maybe it's with this Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you're the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's looking back. The 7 of Wands with the 7. Lots of 7, maybe 77. You see 777 happening. Look that up for spiritual angel numbers. Maybe that's a repetitive number you're seeing. That's a synchronicity. Somebody's looking back at the challenges. Maybe this protection is also happening as well. Somebody's feeling protected, but they're persevering and defensive through some of these challenges, and it's definitely mind control. Tell me more. You're looking at a long-term view, past relationship, feels like you put a lot of hard work in this. Getting over the 3 of Swords. Somebody's trying to get over this situation using their mind power. But I feel like this is abundance coming in. Tell me more. Like I said, I kind of mentioned all the signs with the Ace of Wands, brand new passionate idea with an Ace of Cups. Somebody's coming into you, Cancer, to ask you for a long-term commitment, maybe to build or celebrate. It could be a marriage. It feels very much leaving one, entering another. It's closing a cycle and going into another one. Tell me more about Cancer. Maybe this happened right after a heartbreak. You got a new opportunity. Somebody came in. Yep. 10 of Swords are dropping something. And it is, like I just said this. Leaving one for the other. Very fluid. It's just very natural, fluid energy. This is justice. Justice is being seen. I feel truth, clarity, balance, equality, cause and effect, karma. Page of Cups, 7 of Cups in the upright, opportunities. Somebody's offering you this Page of Pentacles. going to come and talk to you about a relationship with this Page of Swords. Lots of pages. You're going to have a very in-depth conversation this week, Cancer, with somebody, I feel, or new information, new ideas, new opportunities are coming forward. You might be given an opportunity. It feels like with this fruits of labor with an emotional storm, it's like you are waiting for your payout that's coming through after this release of this emotional storm. This fight, this Five of Swords, maybe that's the part of it that is coming to light for you, this past disagreement, this past frustration. And it's no surprise that this person is coming back for you. It feels like with the healing card, the star card, they see you as the star. You're in your purpose. This is also you living your authentic best self. If you are in school, you're going to be recognized, you're getting an award, you're getting praised, you're getting a new opportunity, you might get an internship, you might get a opportunity to travel. Tell me more about Cancer. That's the Eight of Wands coming in. Wheel of Fortune, there's your blessings. I was just talking about it with this Queen of Swords. You might have spoken the truth to somebody, and as a result, closed the cycle, I feel. World, I love it when my vibe matches the cards, and that's exactly what I feel, is your closure of a cycle and you choosing your best authentic upgrade, this bell curve. You're going to get a lot of opportunities coming forward to you in truth to close out past cycles and see if you're interested in joining a new cycle. Somebody's going through a death. I have the Queen of Wands. You might be dealing with a water, well, I was going to say a water sign, but you also might be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sag, heavy on the Sag, heavy on the Aries, actually heavy on all of them. Leo, that's true. Sun in the reverse. Somebody's going to come forward and say they're miserable without you. Very heavy Leo, I got to say. It can be any sign. It could be Scorpio. It feels like Scorpio. It feels like Pisces. But these are people who, or you are, it could be you feeling like you're unhappy in this situation and you want to reverse it. It's also somebody with the Sun in the reverse. Somebody's doing the work. Whatever is happening with that Queen of Swords, that conversation triggered something, an emotional storm that created wounds, previous wounds. But I want to take a pause real quick before I move forward, because I feel like I'm really compelled to say it. The person that gave you the scar or the wound, the Three of Swords that we saw that you're trying to get over regarding this disappointment, that's now going to come in and make amends or try to make it right. They're unpacking some things, and I feel like if they're in therapy, because it feels very much like therapized, is they might be recognizing this isn't the wound that this person gave. Whether it's you or somebody else, the wound is a reminder of a previous wound. So it's like somebody, if you broke your arm, for example, and it never got set right, and then you bump it, every time you bump it, it feels like you re-breaking it, right? That's kind of the same feeling I'm getting about this person who may have triggered abandonment issues or neglect issues, or somebody who's really kind of triggering your past wounds that you didn't even know you had. So again, I'm just going to speak fluidly with my own words, because this is the vibes the downloads I'm getting, is you might have been in a relationship with somebody who was a really bad parent. Just putting that out there. And your witness of that is affecting you because you went through something similar and that you never addressed. Here you are faced with it, nose up on the glass, having to deal with it. It doesn't have to be that, but it feels very much like that. About, if somebody's a neglectful, passive aggressive, bitey, bitches at their kids, something, excuse me for cussing YouTube, but it feels like somebody who's like it's whatever they were doing is affecting you. And your conversation with them about this triggered more about your stuff. This is your stuff. This is also abandonment. This is also you just sitting and not reacting to everybody else's reaction. You being quiet and listening. You healing from this thing. Because I have the healing card, the star card, the Queen of Swords, and the World. You ended this thing, but now your abundance is coming in and you're getting new opportunities. Tell me more. The Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, somebody's in the cold, man, this lover is, and they want to come back and they want to talk to you about it. This financial loss, they might have given to the wrong thing. They might have invested a family or invested in multiple parties, etc. They invested in the wrong thing. And it feels like they're going through it. There's deceit over here. It fell on the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords. So the Justice card is in between. It's like the effery is over. People are seeing through it. The Five of Cups. Somebody's choosing you. It feels like there's a lot of regrets. Whatever they tried to do failed, and they want to come in and try to make it right now. It didn't work. Whatever they tried to do, I don't know. There's a lot of passion. It's also the Knight of Swords. So you got somebody coming in with honest, truthful, passionate conversation to restore a relationship. Six of Swords here to take you from rough waters to calm waters after you've put some boundaries around this person because several of the things that they did triggered you. I have the Four of Swords and it did fall in the reverse. I'm going to honor that. And you're exhausted. This was an exhausting relationship. You were tired of giving to it. You feel burned out. I feel of not you, them. They're stagnant, no blessings coming in. There's no abundance coming in. It's just give, give, give without receiving. It's also a restless energy, very much like I got to do something, making a decision, falling on the Seven of Pentacles, looking back and like justifying, why did I run from this? Why did I not invest in this opportunity? Whatever this was, either you or them, somebody who didn't commit, somebody who didn't invest, somebody who didn't give it their all is trying to get past this thing. And I feel like you've gone past this because the healing card's here and you're watching kind of karma play out, Cancer. The Six of Wands are coming in, wanting to be successful, leaving another opportunity. They're leaving 8 cups to come find the 10. It feels very much like a Leo, could be a Taurus, could be another water sign, very heavy on the Cancer and the Scorpio, could be a Pisces for their fresh beginning, brand new passionate discussion. This could be a number of things, an endeavor, a financial endeavor. These are secrets, and it's fear, a ton of fear. This person's nervous. This Emperor, and it could be you're being in the Emperor mood. Maybe this is your energy I'm picking up, I don't know. But this anxious, nervous guilt, it's guilt. It is. There's some guilt there, and it's an illusion. Now they're trying to manifest and work on self to try to get the self-esteem because maybe they didn't feel you were good enough. You know, and it is manifestation. I'm going to go stand straight back up on that manifestation, manifesting like if somebody's been praying, if you've been praying for a working give and take relationship, financial abundance, if you've been praying for new beginnings, you're waiting for your perfect soul partner to come in, this person is coming in to talk to you about it. It is from your past, or you are rejecting this person, but you're still in a closed mind, closed heart, not open, defensive, a bit on the weary side because you are exhausted from the past thing. So this thing you just kept giving and giving and giving to without any reciprocation. I hate it when they fall on the floor, but I'm going to take it because those are the ones, and they just jump. I got the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. They're dropping their burdens, making a decision, full of anxiety, coming forward to talk to you, Cancer. Also feels like a heavy on the earth sign. I have the Devil with the 10 of Cups. This person thinks about you a lot. You are their wish fulfillment, and that Devil card is kind of like, I just go off my vibe, and it's to their own self be true. And if I'm not being truthful to myself, I'm staying in a situation that I think is going to bring me abundance, but I haven't seen it yet. So I've been hopeful that I have this abundance come through. It doesn't. It's all air. It's all blue sky. And that might be a reality. King of Pentacles tell me about this Devil. Devil is the Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody has is doing a personal transition. I just said that. Resistant to change. So they might be closed-minded, have a closed heart. They just very much in their head. Very much Aquarius energy. So they might be overthinking this, being illogical, and they're carrying their emotional baggage with them to you, I feel. They're trying to unpack it, but it's really challenging. They have the Death Rebirth card with the 6. They're conflicted. The 6 of Cups is something I want and I know is mine, but yet I don't want to do it. This is an internal struggle. I just felt that. And it's more like trying to be truthful in this decision, trying to take a strategic approach in this decision to go get what I want. This is requiring strength, a ton of strength. Again, you might be dealing with a Leo. And it's also trying to find the fire in you that if I don't do anything, nothing will change. If I change nothing, nothing will change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Hierophant. I was told to stop there. Well, I'm going to start here. Here we go. I'm going to stop there. Okay, now I'm going to stop there. I could keep going. So the message is pretty much this week, Cancer, is somebody's looking to partner up with you over a commitment in a long-term relationship or a financial one, maybe both. There is a lot of abundance coming in from this relationship, as well as lessons learned and received. The person I think you're dealing with, Cancer, is very closed-minded, closed-hearted, and very reluctant to going into something new. That's a too wishy-washy, hot and cold, back and forth. But it is coming in to explore because they have to. This is very, very divinely guided. It is heavily, heavily orchestrated by your tribe, or I feel like their tribe. So Cancer, if you are wishing for this person to come in, here they come. This is a long-standing partnership you've already had with this person. It's already hard work. You put in the hard work. It could be a job. Again, that this is not your reading for a personal relationship. This is definitely you busted your tail at work and they're recognizing it and they're giving you a promotion, an increase, this title, and they're moving you on to better waters, productivity, like higher levels of financials, double the salary. Think of it that way. Mucho grande, bueno. And this is somebody who sees your efficiency. You do something maybe with super efficient, like you're just super good at your job. So much so that, it's just like, I could give it to this person, I could give it to Cancer, it'll be done in 2 seconds. You'll fix it in a second. Versus giving it to a team of people, it's going to take all damn day. And I don't have time for that. You're sitting in a space of, do I want to do this? Do I want to continue with this position? Do I want to keep going forward? You're sitting and thinking about all the perspectives, and you're looking at your own abundance. I feel you are fat and happy, very excited about the next chapter, about, professionally moving up in your career. You're having honest conversations. I didn't mean for this to be a work-related reading, but it feels very heavy. I need to give the people those props because I do feel like that's happening this week. Conversations about promotion, advancement, increase, possible move to the home office or whatever that is, because you're managing multiple people you need to be on site for. The other flip of the switch is financial abundance outside of this is also coming in. So this is restoration of the equilibrium of all those relationships I feel like you gave to, Cancer, are now coming all in. This is a good feeling for me, for you. You've been waiting for this conversation for a long, long, long time. And if that isn't enough, look at that. This is rewards for your hard effort and putting in the work. Look at that, coming through. My throat chakra is closing. So I think that's a good time to close and end this reading. If this seems like your reading this week, congratulations. Lots of good things coming in. Well past that bell curve and you're on the upswing. It's like, I'm super happy for you. But if you're currently going through an emotional storm, this is on the verge of happening. I feel like you just need to make peace with whatever this was in the past and find the possibility of what you're trying to manifest to come in. If you're blocking your own blessings through anger, resentment, holding on to stuff that isn't yours or just reluctant to change, then this will not happen. This will not become a fruition because I have possibilities in one day. So if you're living out there versus thinking about it today, that might be something, because you're out there never happens. It has to be in the moment. Think of it as already here, and then it'll come to fruition. That being said, there's a link in there's a link to my calendar below if you want a personal reading, as well as school is on Saturday. Feel free to join us, learn a little bit of how to read tarot. And if this is where we part, please click that subscribe button, like and follow. And super glad you're here, Cancer. Until next time, love you. Take care.